Hey guys, Todd here. I just want to give you a short little recap before we play the second half of this episode. So in the previous episode, the party ran into a few different combats, almost back to back, so I might have to slow that down a little bit just so you're not constantly hearing rounds of combat. The players ran into a Cyclops that was fighting two little fiery demon, large imp type creatures. You could think of it that way. They also fought a Sphinx with these three green archer creatures. These are actually called arrow demons. They are a homebrew fiend from the Monsters of the Guild, which is the DM's guild. And this one's actually written by many people, but the lead designers, I can go ahead and say, is Glenn Cooper, Joshua Perry, and Phil Beckwith. They have really good books over there at the DM's Guild, so you can check them out. They're pretty cool. I did pull them up there. The Sphinx and the Arrow Demons fought the party from two different angles. The Sphinx kind of just came down the road, and then the party was actually able to negotiate with it in order to get a hero's feast and a longsword out of it. Kind of just randomly rolled there. It's something I just kind of do every now and then to give them a little bit more of a reward, because they can just say, I don't want to do the riddle, walk away. They can run away, or they can, test their luck. And I don't want to just test their luck and give them a hero's feast, which is pretty good, but every now and then I'll give them a small chance to, that there's a Sphinx out there that's willing to give them a little bit more. And in this case, that's what happened. The fight with the Cyclops and the little demon imps, that was actually a fun little Cyclops there. It is a caster melee Cyclops. It is a little higher CR, but it is able to do some pretty cool abilities. And because it is a caster type Cyclops, it has a little bit higher intelligence, which give it the intelligence to choose to walk away from that combat instead of just being like, you know what, I'm gonna smash because I'm hungry. So a lot of these Cyclops are dumb and they go off instincts, and a lot of times they are evil. They are chaotic evil, so they will just attack the parties and just go and just be like, I'm bigger than you, I'm gonna win, period, in a story. Especially against smaller creatures. Lorel as a werewolf is a little different because they don't see her as a smaller creature that they can just pummel. So like, oh shit, this is a big motherfucker. So it's a little different with her. But this one had a bit more intelligence. So after the demons died, the Cyclops assessed this situation, and we don't really know yet what the Cyclops is going to do. But hopefully, no matter what happens here, the party can quickly make their way back to Delphi and then head to Sparta. The trip to Delphi could have been avoided if they left the bear behind, but Celtra and Lorel seem very attached to the bear, and while it did help for a while, it, at least in my opinion, has kind of outlived its use. But I guess they're hoping to fix it and keep using it, which is something they could do. If things go well with this encounter, then it is possible that the Cyclops could do what the other Cyclops did, that they ran into, and just head south. And the Minotaurs and the Cyclops all seem to be heading south. So, I mean, it's possible that if the party headed south after this, they could run into some kind of village, clan, cityscape, something like that has these like Greek mythology monsters all there all at once. You know what? It could be fun. Anything's out there. That's the beauty of D&D. But I guess for now, let's see what happens between the party and the choices they make today. And I will talk to you later.
Hello, my name is Dylan, and you are listening to the Dungeon Speak podcast.
It is the Cyclops' turn. It looks at both of the demons and then looks at you, and despite the fact that it has a helmet on, You can kind of see an eyebrow, because, it's Cyclops. Kind of narrow a little bit, slightly through the slit in his helmet. And you see his electricity build up again as it raises its mace over its head towards you.
Hey.
What languages do you speak?
I speak, Common, Elvish, and Abyssal.
Shockingly, he doesn't speak any of those.
Yeah, figures.
I believe Tyr speaks his language, but Tyr's pretty far away. Tyr, what languages do you speak?
Tyr speaks Common, Abyssal, Celestial, Primordial, and Dragonese.
Oh shit, you don't speak what he does. I thought you did.
But I have a spell that says I can understand him when I get the hell up there. But nothing now.
Okay. So this very large creature with this mace over its head in both hands and this electricity just waving through it looks down at you, Lorel, and he says, Druk Ilavak.
I sheath my sword. I raise my hands. I don't mean you any harm.
Okay. It's not going to swing yet. Blouts, what would you like to do?
Well,
You see, she sheathed her sword and raised her hand. It did not lower its mace, but it hasn't hit her yet.
okay, I can only move up 30 feet myself, which would be right next to. So now that he is freed from the restraints, he's going to kind of duck a little bit to get past the cart's front piece, run up right next to Tyr, hold action in case it gets hostile, shoot at the Cyclops. Bonus action, Mavari is mounted on Geniel, right? Bonus action, command Geniel to run back for the 80 feet, so probably to the cart. Does Mavari consent to being dragged with Geniel?
Yes,
at this point, I think so.
Okay.
Don't you?
Okay, so Mavari consents to this mounting, just riding him all the way.
He runs back. They're back at the cart, and he will keep himself positioned in front of her for now as Butts holds his action to attack if he gets the Cyclops gets hostile.
All right. Mavari, as you ride to the back, on Geniel, you see Razmi look over towards you, and she's kind of looking at her own hands. And then when you pop around the corner, she looks up, and she looks a little shocked to see you on Geniel. But she just kind of looks at you with these concerned eyes, and she says, "How are they doing?"
They're all right. It's okay.
Okay. And she just kind of stands there, like awkwardly. After that, Celtra, it is your turn. Top of the round 3. What would you like to do?
Let's see. Celtra, what spells do I have?
Let me just, since we're at the top of the round, let me just stop here, I guess. Does anybody plan to attack him, regardless of what is happening?
Only if he attacks us first.
Alright, is that everybody's go-to?
If he does go to swing onto Lorel, Mavari will drop concentration on haste.
Okay. So Lorel put her sword away and raised her hands. So that pretty much answered his question that nobody knows what it was. But we're going to drop out of combat, and then I'll just leave the initiative tracker up just in case. But you see this electricity moving through its mace and its hands and its forearms as it stands in front of you at about 9.5 feet tall, looking down at you through this plate helmet with this slit, this one eye, and it kind of sidesteps to where it can see everybody. And you, Lorel, what do you want to do or say?
I'm going to sigh in relief. It was a risky play on my part.
Yes.
I'll give him like a curt bow and say thank you. And then look over to the group, and I'm just gonna. Why is it doing that? There we go. Okay, cool. And I'm going to start making my way towards the rest of the party.
It'll say after you,
Mogu ya voyete.
Here.
Question. Does language count as a skill?
no, James.
No.
Oh, shut! I just can't comprehend language. At
Alright,
least I know what he's saying.
so you're casting Comprehend Languages?
Yes.
Alright. He is speaking giant.
Really surprising.
Yeah. Alright.
Alright, now I can understand him, but I can't respond back.
Here. Here.
I just got the spell off. He hasn't spoken. Let's just move around him. He's obviously being good enough.
Want to be impolite.
Yeah, because that's an issue in these lands.
Yeah, he
Can
doesn't lower his mace, but he is backing up, kind of looking at everybody.
Doesn't mean anything.
He will say one more thing, and Tyr, you get to hear this bit. He goes, "Which way you going?"
Point.
All right.
Where?
He's
He
asking
points.
which way we're going.
Oh, I look at the crossroads, and I point in the direction that we're going, because I don't know, like, what.
So you point west.
Okay, yeah, I'm like pointing, like, the
Yeah,
actual
because
direction.
there's a really big dragon there. I'm not really worrying about him showing up there.
Point.
All right. So you both point west, and
There are also other Cyclopses there.
actually, that's true. It's too bad you can't talk back. You could tell him about he could be a new dad. You know what? He might not go
That's-
down. Never mind.
Laws of comprehend language.
Which one? What level is tongues?
3.
Oh, that's a good
Yeah,
one.
burn a fireball slot. Talk to him.
If I had that spell.
I don't think fireball is going to help. I'm
I
not really
could be
good at
wrong, might be
negotiating,
4.
but
It will communicate something.
that's true.
Uh-huh.
You know what? I apologize. You're right. All right. So when you do that, he stops backing up and then starts moving to his right to move south instead. And he relaxes his arms a little bit, and you see the electricity stop going through his arms, but he doesn't lower his weapon completely. And he just keeps backing up with these long strides, kind of looking behind him every now and then to make sure he doesn't, trip and fall, because that'd be embarrassing. Until eventually he is out of sight.
Let's
Alright.
get going.
Let's get going.
Well, I will say, so it is getting to be dark, and nighttime is upon you. If you want to go ahead and just make for the night,
Out.
yeah.
Oh, whose home are we going to intrude today?
Yours.
No, we are not doing that.
It's a pocket dimension.
I can't expel you if you all die.
Fine. Ugh. Well, can you at least... Ooh. Okay, so you know what the party house looks like, right? You've been to the party house. Why
Your
don't...
house?
Well, our house. Why don't you give a little bit of flair to it?
In my time of staring at various places, how about just pick one from my memory of looking down at a decent looking place?
I shoved the stick in your
Athens
hand.
actually has some beautiful buildings, architecture.
I shoved the stick in your hand. Just take us somewhere, dear. You're the only one who hasn't gone yet.
So that's because he keeps refusing.
I
That's
bet
also true.
I bet his home is beautiful.
He says that it has no air.
There's serious issues with it.
It's a pocket. I feel like he could just include air in the pocket dimension. Although
think you can
Mavari
include
did do
things?
something a little weird.
I don't think you can do anything past what remains there, but
Okay,
I'll have to do some spells on that thing and identifying to determine whether or not it has that trait.
Very well, very well. You're
I
trying to
actually
keep
like
us all
yours.
safe.
I'd prefer you to do it because I like the host.
Aw, they are quite cute, aren't they? All right,
Yes,
all right.
they are.
I'll take the stick back.
Oh, okay. I was frantically loading Athens so that I could give like a lively, non-damaged depiction of it.
Well, when I was looking at it originally, it wasn't damaged.
Well, that's what I was gonna do.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, to the party house we go.
Going to make some tea tonight.
Go to the party house.
All right.
And there will be a portrait of there will be a portrait of Ayla in the foyer, along with all of our other friends.
I think you got her nose wrong.
No, no, I didn't. That's correct. That's how I saw her just yesterday.
He's smiling at you. You can tell he's being a little shit.
I give you like a playful punch in the arm. Shut up.
Metal clank.
I'm going to go take a bath. So, little snot.
Sounds great.
I'm taller than you.
No, what the hell in what universe?
Doesn't mean you're not a little snot.
Not when she's a werewolf, but normally she's like 5 feet tall.
I'm
Yeah, Via's
truly
two
happy
tallest
to have met
normally.
y'all. I'm truly happy to have met y'all.
Oh man.
I'm going to
Alright.
go have some tea.
I am off to go soak. I will be available later in the evening.
Want a little bit of reading and some soaking myself. I'll catch y'all at dinner.
I'm gonna go check up on Rasby.
That's not a bad idea.
Not my NPC.
No.
Okay.
I'll go with you.
Okay.
What?
You guys find her leaning against a tree, like outside the party house itself. And she has used fire, and you can see it coming out of her tattoos to make like a little bird that is sitting on her arm, and she is petting it. And you can see the beak on it looks like it's slowly squishing down into its face as she pets it.
Hey, you doing alright?
She smiles up at you. Of course.
You know, you don't have to lie. You're not doing okay, you can say so.
I've stopped hoping that things are going to be good and just started to wonder, at what point do we die?
I don't have much to say to that, but at least you're being honest now, and that's always a step in the right direction.
She kind of smiles at you, and she says, have you ever told Mavari about your friends?
I mean, yeah.
You used to speak of where we were from, and that there was people in a caravan, and you had friends. Do you remember their names?
Celtra does. Darren is going to have to look this up, because they're in his notes somewhere.
She looks at Mavari. They were all drow. There was one named Lute, one named Rudger, one named Laney. There was a Maribel and an Elwood. Celtra. Where are they?
I'm going to be honest, I don't know. I got separated from them when we got taken to that camp.
There was a very strong creature that was friends with you and wanted to escape with you because she trusted in you, as people do, because you're intelligent and smart and you make good decisions.
Let's calm that one down.
She was a very powerful giant made of fire. Her name was Zoe. Do you know where she is?
She got killed by... So I'm just gonna like glance over at Mavari, but not say it. Some
I don't think-
demons.
Mavari didn't kill her.
No, your brother did.
Oh yeah, that wasn't my choice.
Oh yeah, no, it's not like an accusatory. Not gonna like, do I say it to your brother? Nah, I'll just say it's some guy.
Her own siblings try to kill her.
A
What
sibling, so
world?
I don't know how common that is.
This is the world we live in now. The world where siblings are killing each other. The world where everybody around you is just constantly dying. I used to live in a peaceful place with family. And now we just roam around, waiting to die.
Try to fix that.
How do you fix that?
A lot of hard work.
When we are reading books, everything's on pages. And we can research everything. We can learn about them before trying to make a decision, an informed decision, an educated guess at best. But in this world of divine creatures and beings, these powerful gods and deities, we have no control. We're at their mercy. They have killed, they have died, but we essentially mean nothing, and we are their pawns and their tools. She smiles at Mavari, not always in a bad way, but a tool nonetheless.
To be fair, my family drama started before I got here. Where I'm from, the sibling thing wasn't normal. It was just how my family worked. But I don't know about you, but I am not just waiting to die. Or yes, I am kind of a pawn, but these decisions we make, that I make, are my own. And I understand that a lot has happened to you, but succumbing to those feelings and allowing this horror to shape and change you isn't the right call.
You said that you learned to cook because your siblings were always trying to poison you. Why bother to keep trying? That is no way to live.
I never got the option to stop trying. When I was younger, I tried to not take part in it all, to end it. But every time I tried, my father would pay to bring me back. However,
What do you mean?
Jesus.
I've remember I've launched myself off the castle wall and did not survive.
I want
They
to put my
fish-
hand on Mavari's shoulder, like, I don't think you have to relive all of these. It's okay.
I never got the option to quit. And then I decided that I was tired of being tortured and treated like that. So I changed the game to win. And we can still do that here. We can change how we react and how we look at situations to win, to survive. Because allowing what is happening to change you is allowing whatever is doing all of this to win the fight. And I, for one, am not going to lose to whatever is happening here. It'll be hard, but if we keep fighting, then we're just going to live. And that's what matters. Survival and being honest with yourself.
What if you were offered a way out?
Talking like a permanent way out, or like a
Yes.
final way out, or like a door that says you don't have to do this no more. Are we
Celtra,
talking about death? Or are we talking about leaving here?
Haven't you died twice?
Me?
Yes.
I don't really think about it like that. But yes.
I was full of hope because I was told that you were not dead, that you just needed to be found. And so it took some time. But through the, I guess like Mavari, Kronos spoke to me. And he taught me about how to better use the gifts we were given. But then when I found you, I found out you were tortured, imprisoned, killed, in some kind of world of under.
Remember it, so I'm pretty sure it's not that bad.
This is not a way to live. This is not a way for any of us to live.
Well, true as that may be, it's where we are now. And I'm not going to say we have to make the best of it, but we can make a change if there's a change that can be made. We've done some good stuff, helped some people, saved a town, saved some more people. I mean, I guess it's like a whole city, but there's like a town's worth of people in it. So I don't know, town, killed some demons.
She smiles at you. That's true. She looks down at the bird on her arm, and she kind of puts her hand around it, and then she quickly makes like a fist, squishing the bird, and you see it puff up and does like fire just through her fingertips. And she says, the beauty of fire is that no matter how much you put it out, as long as there's oxygen and a way to breathe, it can come back. And you see the bird kind of creep back out of her arm again. She looks at Mavari. There is no way out. Ever.
Yes, but I found in my life that living is the best revenge. Especially to those who would rather you die or put you down.
So we should do the opposite of what we're asked.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
If this
You wanna-
world is trying to take you and is not worth living in, or so you say, by living, you are fighting against what it wants.
Huh. She looks at you, Celtra. What do you think of what she says?
I mean, she does have a point. If we're being attacked by these things that want us dead, these monsters, the greatest defiance we can give them is to not go down.
Okay. I will not go down.
Let's keep on working, and maybe eventually we can even go home.
Yeah. I'm sure our slavers miss us. And she smiles.
Well, I meant like home, but you know.
I am going to eat.
Okay,
Goodbye.
that's fine.
She gets up and just starts walking away.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Ugh.
Was it too much positivity for you?
No.
Not enough?
I just don't know if what we said actually changed anything.
Might not have. But, like you said, we have to try.
Generally, for things like this, sometimes coming to the terms on your own is for the best.
You have a point. We'll see. We'll see how that goes.
I think I'm just gonna head to bed for tonight.
Well, I'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
I will also head out.
Alright. Does anyone want to do anything before y'all go to bed?
Nightly routine, getting everything sharpened.
Yeah. Okay, that's what they call it.
Finish my bath, eat some dinner, freaking pray and meditate some. And then right before I go to bed, I'm gonna find Celtra.
Alrighty.
Where is Celtra?
In his room, probably fixing some stuff up.
The LFD didn't explode this encounter. That's rare.
Still, it's because he's been strapped to a cart and I haven't been undoing him.
I know, we have to give it time. Knock on your door.
It's open.
I open the door. Hey, Celtra.
What up?
Nothing. Just wanted to see how you were holding up.
Okay.
Okay. Um, I mean, the entire reason why is because I know that I just wanted to make sure you were still okay about the cart. The last, because you sounded like you were going to hyperventilate
Oh,
and
I'm
die.
still much like the cart, broken up about this. But it's not much I can do about it until we get to Delphi. And even then, we have other things to do. It might take me too long to fix it. So we might just have to deal for now.
I mean, you're smart. You'll figure it out.
It's not a matter of figuring it out. It's a matter of time.
I
I
guess
don't know
that's,
how much time we have.
I guess that's fair. Um, you. How can I say this? What are your opinions on going home?
I would very much like to.
Okay. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, at this point, I before I learned all that, I didn't really know what the end goal was, you know. I just kind of feel like, we're just kind of being told what to do and hoping that everything turns out right, that, like, Kronos is going to make good on his word and just not stick us back in the underworld, or
Yeah.
or leave us here to deal with whatever, like, the mess of the aftermath.
Uh,
So the
I
fact that,
hope that's not the case, but I don't think it will be.
well, knowing that you get to go home, you and Razmi, because that's Razmi's home too, right?
Yeah, here's hoping she makes it that long.
Wait, what do you mean?
Mentally,
What do you mean?
yeah, she's got some, she's got a taste of the nihilism.
Oh, oh, that always sucks. And I don't mean that as like, like flippantly. No, it really does suck. I felt it before. Briefly. It's not a fun feeling. Not even a little bit. But, you have to keep moving. You can't just stop.
True. Very true. That's what we're trying to get her to understand, but can't force somebody to get that.
Yeah. No, I understand. I get it. I really do hope that before all this is over, I'm able to find Boren again. I haven't forgotten about that kid. I'm worried about him. I really am.
Here's hoping that nothing untoward has happened.
Yeah, here's hoping. I don't know whether if I see him again, I'm gonna hug him or reprimand him viciously. Maybe a little bit of both.
I was gonna say, I feel like there might be an option for both. It's possible.
Yeah, no. Okay, well, I just wanted to make sure if you were fine.
Okay. Back of my hand itches.
What?
It's at the back of my hand itches. But
Which?
other than that, makes it real weird to scratch with a metal hand because you can't really feel it.
Did you... Wait, the back of your metal hand itches?
Well, no. I mean, scratching my real hand, my flesh and blood hand with my metal hand.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were having a bit of it's called a ghost limb.
Oh. Yeah, that's a bit surprising that I haven't had that. Maybe because this thing is attached to my arm, it's not like, oh no, there's nothing there, or something like that.
It's a real possibility.
Because I do have like a functioning limb where my old one should be.
Yeah.
That'd be weird to explain. If I ever have to explain it to my mom. But
Yeah. Yeah, if you go home, your mother is... You have quite the story to tell.
Yeah.
The offer still stands, though, right?
The offer of you guys coming with me?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Plenty of room.
I hope everyone decides to go. I mean, if Bloutz wants to go back to his home, I completely understand. It seems like Tears, wants to go back to wherever he's from. But I guess that just leaves you, me, and Mavari.
Yeah, you guys saw my house. There's plenty of place in there. There's plenty of space in there.
Well, I'd like to maybe live next door. I don't really particularly know what I would do. I don't know if you have warriors where you're from.
You got people that go out and defend the town and stuff, or town and stuff like that. Or we don't need them as much. We're kind of isolated, but We have them. It's not like nobody knows how to fight.
That's wonderful. Maybe I can convince Bourne to come to. It's just kind of fitting, wouldn't you say? Just the three of us. You, me, Mavari, we all met in the underworld, didn't we?
We did. We're the only three that are left from the underworld. It's a little jarring to think about.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I was gonna say, wow.
Put
okay.
that one out. Put that one, take that dot, put it in the vault, and it's gone.
Well, the circumstances really did suck. Like, they suck so hard. I still feel very guilty, about my previous life. But I'm really glad I got to meet you.
Glad I got to meet you too.
And all our other friends. But I'm very glad I got to meet you.
Glad I got to meet you as well. It's nice to have more friends and stuff.
Kind of cringe, just very imperceptibly at the word friend. But
Celtra's a doofus.
cringe imperceptibly at the word friend, like you shot me with an arrow and I'm just trying to doesn't do anything.
Hold strong.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not really all that tired. Can I just kind of watch you work? Do you mind?
Sure. I don't mind.
Okay, just maybe explain some stuff to me. Something tells me I'm going to need to know this stuff. I'm going to, live where you're from.
I mean, if you want to. A lot of people don't really know. There's only like a couple of them, but it can't hurt to have more people that know how to deal with machines.
I would love to know how to deal with machines, and I'll just sit with them, and I will follow to the best of my ability.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and Celtra will explain better than Darren can what he's
Lorel doesn't act like it sometimes, but she does have an intelligence of 12. So it's
Roll an intelligence check.
mildly above the commoners. Okay, cool. Let's do this. Let's see if I'm smiling and nodding or if I'm holding on. Let's see. 5.
A 5. Okay.
Smile and wave.
So he is explaining to this, and he is doing a good job of explaining whatever it is he's talking about. Like, his passion for it is amazing. And the way he smiles when he's doing it, or looks at LFD, and the movement of his lips and his hair while he does it, he is such a beautiful man. Wait, what is... Uh-oh. What's he talking about? Oh, shit. You feel like you missed something there, but it's fine. You can probably use what he's talking about now to try to tell what he's trying to say. Oh, no. No, you have no idea. But he is so pretty. His eyes glisten. Oh, he's talking... Oh, no, you don't know what that is. It's fine.
Yeah, that's right. That sounds about right.
All right. So you do that until you fall asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody heads to bed to your reading and researching. Wake up the next morning, have some breakfast, and hit the road, Jack.
And don't you come back no more.
All right. And Tyr. So you are choosing to be able to use the long sword, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Spending one more night trying to come up with strategies and ideas on how to save my fucking world.
Kill the demons. That's a good one.
That's where most of the spells are directed.
All right. Who wants to pull the cart first?
Pardon me. I will pull the cart since Blouts was the last one to do it.
It seems fair. That's very kind of you. Darren,
Yeah.
you didn't roll a D100, did you?
No, I have not.
Why don't you go ahead and, give that a roll as y'all stretch, get the cart going on this
66.
beautiful day with nothing wrong.
The route that we're on.
Yes. The road is pretty clear ahead of you. You can see birds, a few of them moving in the sky above you, flying south, so that's good news. The grass is green, which is something some of you don't really see a lot. Talking to you, Mavari. It is a beautiful landscape around you of grass and trees.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Becca. Since
yeah.
you're here,
Mm-hmm.
as we get into afternoon,
Mm-hmm.
and Lorel and Blouts switch places, would you mind seeing if something goes wrong?
Maybe.
Wrong. All right.
55.
I regret to inform you that you have let me down. And
My favorite pastime.
it's... You know, I feel like you're not joking, but it's fine. All right. Good job, madam. Okay. So, you guys see kind of an abandoned, ruined town that you pass through. And you don't see any bodies. Just broken down walls, past battles. But other than that, there's nothing about it. Do you want to stop into it and see what's up, or do you want to keep going?
We could take a look, see if there's anything to be found. People.
Yes, that is actually a very good idea since we're heading to Delphi. If there are people, we can take them with us to a safer location.
Alrighty.
Secondary location.
Indeed. I'm a big, terrifying creature right now, so do you want me to unhook myself, turn back, and we can look? Or should I stay hitched up just in case we need to get out quickly?
We can walk around town, and if we need to retreat to the cart, we can do that.
Okay. Alright. I'll unhitch myself and then I'll shrink back into normal little half-elf Lorel.
Alrighty.
Question: when have we ever been able to get out of a fight? Ever?
We tried.
Didn't you just do it?
The Cyclops yesterday was quite...
You got me on that.
Yes,
Well,
it was
I think
quite
he meant retreat, but...
Oh, retreat? Yeah, no, these people
Yeah,
are really
I was
fast.
leaning towards retreat, but either way.
These guys are really fast. But hey, if you tie me to the cart and haste me, I might be able to...
Actually, that's pretty legit.
I might be able to really... we probably could have cut down on a lot of time if that's what we were doing.
Well, we did think of that, so that...
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Haste doesn't last long enough for it to make a difference. It's only a minute.
Oh, really? Just 1 minute?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't feel like giving myself a heart attack for all of 60 seconds. Yeah. Because, oh boy, that is a rush. I feel like I'm being attacked on all
I mean, if
sides.
you twin spelled haste on Blouts and Lorel, I would cut down some of the traveling time.
Oh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
but-
there's sanity, but yes.
Maybe for the 3 minutes those spell slots last.
Here's the problem. LFD wouldn't catch up for a while.
Not even close. Poor little robot just left behind. I couldn't leave behind LFD. Sad R2D2 noises.
Alright,
So
so
if it ever gets really bad, we just twin spell haste and watch somebody just explode.
Jesus.
Their heart just explodes in their chest. Alright.
Yes. Okay, so you can see that the town, as you enter it, is surrounded by simple and earth walls, like just dirt, stone, with wood mixed in there to kind of hold up part of the wall. A lot of the wall is missing, or just it was useless against probably the demons, because that's what most of this has done. As you come in on the eastern side of this town, there is a road that goes into it, the main road that you're on, and then to the south of it, a road that branches off to the south, probably to the sea. And then you can imagine that there's a town, or there's a road leading west out of this town to go towards Delphi. There are quite a few houses or buildings, a big cluster of them on the east side of this town. On the west, it is more spread out, and it's more of a business type area with a group of tents and caravans on the southern side of it. Would you all please roll either investigation or perception? Anybody who's looking. You don't have to, but anybody who's looking.
Can I passively look?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then it's an 18.
All right.
14.
5.
16.
Alrighty. Tier.
17 on perception.
Okay.
And if it means anything, my passive is also 17.
Well, no, it's just you get less when you use passive, because when you use perception or investigation, you're actively looking and finding stuff. When you use perception, you're walking, and if it's something obvious or something that's out in the open, then okay. So you guys do see that this place has a tavern, a blacksmith, a jeweler, a general store, a temple of Zeus, and other than that, it's just cottages and houses. As you peek in, you see blood around the walls, no bodies, crushed furniture, walls and doors. But other than that, nothing really sticks out to you.
Is there anything of interest in the blacksmith?
Roll an investigation check. Roll really high because the random roller put something very interesting in there.
Investigation? I'll check.
Does anyone want to?
Can I help him?
I can give Celtra advantage because he's the intelligent one.
Okay.
All right. So you pull Celtra over to help you investigate the blacksmith.
Hey.
Or 24.
All right. Roll a 1d3, please.
2.
Alrighty. So up under the counter, strapped to it, and locked in like a glass case, you see a sword that has a line of red going down the blade, and on the hilt itself, it has a depiction of Zeus, or at least his symbol, and then it just says Zeus for the win across the hilt, and it is in pristine condition.
I'll use my magical elf eyes to cast detect magic.
It is radiating magic.
I will crisscross applesauce to cast identify.
Since you are the one who found it, or wanted to come in here, Blouts, Dylan, would you please roll a 1d5?
Oh boy. That's a 2.
Alrighty. It is a longsword again.
Everybody's favorite.
Yes. So this is a longsword of life stealing.
Ooh.
It is versatile. That is the most important thing to note. When you attack a creature with this magical weapon and roll a 20 on the attack roll, that target takes an extra 10 necrotic damage if it isn't a construct or an undead, and you also gain 10 temporary hit points.
Blouts, you kind of go in there a lot more than I do now that I have this, and I'll hold up the bow. You want this?
What does it do?
In rare circumstances, it allows you to steal life from people that you fight as long as they're not like LFD or... Have I fought undead before?
Probably not. Well, no, actually,
it's
yeah.
the Bony Boys.
You did, because they came after Mosquito.
Oh, okay. As long as they're not re-dead or like LFD, you can steal life from them if you hit them. Sometimes it'll steal life and heal you.
I can hold on to it for now if I need it.
Let's see. Okay. I just figured.
Sure, I mean, that might be useful.
You get a lot closer than I do.
I do get walloped a lot.
Yeah, let's hope we can prevent that. And I'll hand him over the life-stealing sword.
All right.
Cool, thank you.
You have a long sword that says Zeus for the win on it.
We can use this as a bargaining chip.
Squint at it. It might also be worth something, so that's cool.
Oh, yeah, money. If you want to note this down, oh, that's actually not worth very much. It's worth 1,015 gold.
Lame.
Yeah, I kind of expected more, but that's fine. You got persuasion. I've seen you use it. You're so good.
Yes, totally great at that.
You said there was a jewelry shop?
Yes, ma'am. It looks like it is pretty ransacked and run through, and you see there's blood all over an empty chest that was ripped open. So you can imagine a lot of stuff has been taken.
For funsies, can I still roll an investigation check?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not very good at it, but you never know.
It is a wooden 2-story building with a reinforced wooden door and a finely crafted furniture.
Can I give myself guidance as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. That is a natural 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I got a 26.
Would you roll a 1d3, please?
2.
Okay. Would you please roll a 1d3 again?
Oh. Okay.
Oh, sorry, 1d4.
1d4. 2.
Oh, lame. All right.
Oh,
Sorry.
I don't like that option.
So you find a few things. Because Mavari has a history. And in her history, she is surrounded by people who are mischievous, backstabbing, but also they have money. So she knows what people usually do, but the stuff that is worth a lot probably was not in the chest. She knows that people who come here to rob or steal, they go for the chest. Only a fool goes for the chest. No, not Mavari. She goes looking around through other things. And there's a secret door under a mat behind like a countertop. And it's a small cellar. It has like wine in there, a little chair, a lantern, a couple of books on a table. You see a book about a midget who is trying to find love, but he's having problems. And it's like a romantic comedy. And then you see on a table, like kind of towards the back of the room, there is an exquisite ring with a red ruby that shines out of it, worth 3 gold. There is a set of exquisite earrings worth 4 gold that have small amethysts in them. And then there is a potion of this like honeyed nectar that one of you have found before. And I believe it was Tyr or Blouts.
If it was the healing potion, that'd be me.
Okay, so Tyr. And it's like this nectar that, if you recall, will heal you for 2d4 plus 2 should you drink it.
Okay, interesting. I take my finds back to the group.
Fair enough.
I don't see Celtra, so I hand it all to Tyr and be like, I found some stuff. Can you look it over?
Absolutely, as I cast identify, detect, and then identify.
Alright. So you cast Detect Magic. The potion, or nectar, does give off a magical vibe, but the earrings and ring do not.
It's actually somewhat of a surprise. Here you go.
So the only thing that was magical was the potion?
Looks like it. I was rather surprised myself.
What's the potion do again?
2d4 plus what?
2.
2.
Got it. Somebody else could probably use this potion better.
I don't know. Sometimes, since nobody else really has healing, and you're the only one that can, sometimes that comes in very, very handy.
It's actually pretty true.
Excuse me.
Half of our party can heal. Actually, most of our party can heal.
I can heal. I just don't like you guys. Just do it infinitely better than me. So
I-
Yeah, like
we could-
Mavari's the best healer, but we can all heal.
Except Tyr.
Yeah.
I was about to say, other than potions, that's it. You're getting no healing from me. Best I could do is change you into another monster to keep you from dying.
Well, we don't expect the wizard to heal.
Hey, that worked
Yeah.
out pretty well, by the way.
It did.
I mean, we can put it in LFD, and LFD can heal whoever goes down, so long as he doesn't get blown.
Yeah, by the way, so I was thinking more about that and reading up on it, and that's going to work differently next time it comes up. But we'll see how that goes next time it comes up.
What
didn't
other
find
stores were
anything.
there?
Huh?
You said there were other, like, buildings and stuff?
Yes, ma'am.
We know there was, the blacksmith, there was a
Mhm.
tavern, the
Mhm.
jewelry store.
There's a general store, a temple to Zeus, and then houses.
Got it. We could check out the tavern. There
I
might
can-
be some stuff in there.
I'll help you. I haven't really found anything.
I haven't found
I'd like
one fucking bookstore.
I'll go to the general store. If you're looking for books, the general store might be the best place.
Try it.
Alrighty. So the tavern here is pretty simple. It's just called the Hearth, and it is a stone building, a white stone building with like a white tiled roof and shiny hardwood floors. It has a low ceiling and very few tables and chairs. But while there's a wall that's knocked out, and a lot of the tables are broken and smashed, and it just looks like doors were kicked in, you don't really see much besides food. It looks like whoever was in here raiding it didn't care about the food.
How dare they?
Yeah, rolling an investigation check or perception would yield nothing but food,
That I
unfortunately.
can do.
That's a good sign for Lorel.
But-
How good is this food?
You do see a venison casserole.
How good is it? How fresh is
4 days old.
Roll whatever you want.
it? Okay.
Roll on.
That sounds like a survival check.
Yeah, you can kind of smell it, sniff it out a little bit, try to tell how old the meat is.
13.
It's not fresh, but might be all right. Depends on how desperate you are for food.
Is it fresh enough for a werewolf?
Yup.
Yeah! Dibs on the castle roll! Just take it.
Mavari could absolutely not eat whatever the spoiled food that is.
All right.
That's called botulism?
That +1 constitution says no.
Yes,
That don't mean nothing
she has
to
a
me. I
different
got
kind of diet.
cast iron stomach.
But
Yeah.
you do see coffee, and it's okay.
Like the bean?
Yeah, like black coffee, like bean coffee.
Is it been pre-roasted? Are these roasted beans?
Mhm.
Nice.
Gonna scoop that up.
Fresh out of a monkey's butt.
All right, now we can go to the general store. Anywho, so the general store is also single story. Unlike the tavern, it's not really made any kind of. It's not made very well. It's just stone, or it's just wood instead of stone, with gray shingled roofing. But it does have a large cellar, and it has a large like cow's head that hangs over the hearth. But what would you like to do in here?
Poke around and see if there's anybody hiding downstairs.
All right. You do see a lot of like alcohol down there. There are barrels, but it looks like they were broken open. Go ahead and make investigation, perception, whatever you want to do.
Okay, actually, that
I'll
pans
give
out
him
really
the help
good for me.
action. Since
Since it's alcohol.
no, because I said I was going to the general store with you.
Holy shit! 23.
20.
Way more easy to find in here.
All right. So you find a few things. You find wood carver's tools. You see a weighted scale and a hammer.
Have any use for this?
Oh, I'll take some tools if you don't want them, but
Yeah,
not
I
good
already
for
have a
them.
set.
Oh, then yeah, I'll take some tool set.
You know, a wood carving kit is pretty much just a small knife, right?
I
Sorry.
mean, you can sell it.
Continue on, please.
Yes, it is worth 1 gold.
Here you come.
All right.
You
So,
want the miniature trebuchet?
no, it's a small
A little
scale.
weight right here. Hit the other side.
Yeah. You can just put like little different things in there. That's fun.
Alright, sorry, I'll shut up now.
No, you're good. Enjoy the scale. Go ahead. So what else do you guys want to do in this town? And you, I will say, eventually do find a sign that actually has the name of the town. It is the town of Bealoon. That's it. Do you guys want to do anything?
Well, I think we're on here.
Okay.
Yeah. Nothing bad happened either, so I guess we could just go.
I mean, unless we want to look at the temple to that persons that we keep saying we hate.
I mean, is there a reason to?
I don't know, maybe it's just... Ugh. He looks at Lorel, who is of the faith. We probably shouldn't. Stuff that's
Would
probably
advise
for
against-
offering.
I would advise against desecrating it.
So I meant like items that are probably for offering to him. So,
Lovely. Ready when y'all are.
We'll head back to the cart.
to the cart.
Alright. So you guys get back to the cart and start heading back on the road. I believe it is Lorel's turn. Who would like to roll for the evening time?
I'll do it since no one else spoke up. 95.
A natty 5. Well, like I said, when you guys go, you go hard.
What?
So if you would please roll a 1d10.
I don't want to.
Okay. Roll a 1d20.
I'll take the 10.
Okay.
4.
A 4? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Shit. You don't do this enough. Please roll a 1d10.
8.
Alrighty. Please roll a 1d2.
1.
Oh, alright, that's less fun. Alright.
What?
Please roll a 1d10.
I'm not rolling anymore. This is ridiculous. You were pulling some shit out of your ass.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
And I don't like it. Put it back. 9.
That's pretty great. Okay.
Todd, my mom says I can't play anymore. I have to go. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm scared.
No, that's fair. Here, I'll pick on Darren instead. Darren, would you please roll a 1d20?
It's still going.
7.
Alright. What is that based on? Anybody with a character shoot up, what is insight? Is that wisdom?
Inside
Yes.
is wisdom.
Okay.
Intellect.
I think he's just having us continue to roll until we just lose it.
Yeah. James, will you roll a 1d20 and then -2 from it?
Alrighty. 3, so 1.
Okay.
That's a fucked up roll. What the fuck?
So,
Especially since we know it's insight.
Would have been a great thing if we'd have rolled a 1 and then.
so you guys, getting into this evening time. The sun's up, but it is starting to crest to the west. Ha ha ha. Starting to go down a little bit. And you're walking.
To the left.
With, actually, yes, west, left, same thing. And Lorel, you're pulling this card, and you see this fire erupt around you. A fire that you've seen before. This ring of fire around the cart. And then you see this Cyclops walk through the fire with 2 great axes, one in each hand. And then you see behind it this flying demonic creature, again, that you've seen before, the type of. And then you hear it say out loud in this weird tone that sounds like almost everybody can understand it, no matter the language. And you see this Cyclops is glaring down at you, as it is easily 9 feet tall, easily 800 pounds. And she says, "There's your enemies, kill them." And he just glares down at you through this fire as he walks through it. You want to see what we do next week?
No.